Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the amazing realm of bizarre news. I'm your host, Dr. Franklin Ruehl. Now, roll tape.
Here is a coffin, and this pertains to an incident at a funeral in Pietro-Nevski in Romania. A man was about to be placed in his coffin by the pallbearers. He's wearing his favorite shoes, but for some reason the coffin was too short, and they couldn't get his feet in. So they finally, because they didn't want to take their shoes off, pressed his feet down and bent them. So if he comes back from the grave, he's not going to be a happy camper with those sore feet. And they tried to sue the mortuary. The mortuary was fined $200, but only because their paperwork wasn't in order, not because the coffin was too small for this man. Here's a skull, and this pertains to a woman who was stopped at the Munich airport coming from Brazil because she had a skull and some bones in her luggage. It turns out that she was honoring a request by her dead brother who died in Brazil 11 years earlier. He asked to be buried in Naples, Italy, and she was finally taking his remains to bury him. And she had the proper certification, so she was allowed to proceed. My only question, what took so long, 11 years before he's finally going to be buried? And here we have a TP tube, and this pertains to the town of Murraybridge in South Australia. They've been invaded by pigeons. And of course, with pigeons, you have pigeon droppings. The pigeon droppings have been so great at the local jail, it's been closed for 2 weeks to clean up the mess. Darn pigeon poo! Down with pigeon poo! Down with pigeon poo! Down with pigeon poo! And this concludes this edition of the Realm of Bizarre News.
Now, until next time, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes, yes.